Another type of technology that I think is really fascinating is called binaural beats. So binaural beats, and I'll spell that for you real quick, just because not a lot of people know how it's spelled, but that's Binaural. So binaural beats are basically they're actually an auditory illusion that occurs when two different tones at slightly different frequencies are played into each ear. So essentially, it creates the sound of like a sine wave or a frequency, right? And the idea there is it's supposed to not only both stimulate but also synchronize with the frequencies of electrical activity that the brain puts out. And so there are different levels of, I should say, brain waves that are produced during different sort of states of consciousness. And so if you're really sort of activated and anxious, your brain waves are going to be at a different frequency. If you're really sleepy and sedated, they're going to be at a completely different frequency. And so they found that there's a particular frequency that's most useful for those that are trying to stay focused, and that's about 40 hertz. So there's a lot of apps out there that might focus on being used for focus, for studying, others that are used for more creative thinking, others that are used more for getting you prepped for sleep or relaxation, and it's also been studied in how it affects dopamine, and we've seen that it can increase the striatal levels of dopamine, which, as sort of implied, helps improve motivation and focus. I found that in my personal use of binaural beats, it really helps me get in sort of that flow state much quicker than when I don't use it. And then I find that I'm far less distracted in that state when I have it going. So it helps me sustain that degree of focus for longer durations.
Would some of our listeners might be concerned, like, is this kind of like a hypnotic sort of beats? But from what I'm hearing, it's actually the opposite. That instead of kind of making you zone out more, it's actually making you zone in more.
Absolutely.
And able to focus better.